Join us at the 35th Annual Ed Block Courage Awards dinner at Martin's West on Monday, March 18th. See your favorite NFL players like Terrell Suggs and Adrian Peterson. A few seats remain. Get your tickets at missiontix.com. And welcome back to Inside PressBox. As you know, we like to go inside the big sports stories around these parts, but we also like to drill down and try to give viewers a taste of the not-so-obvious sports in our midst. Our next guests represent PressBox's commitment to all Baltimore sports. To my far right, Ryan Burns is the club president of the Baltimore Brumbies, Baltimore's only Division I rugby team, and along with him is the club president, Tom Pierce. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on.
It's great to be here.
I'm going to ask you right out of the bat, the Brumbies. What does Brumbies stand for?
What is a Brumbie? A Brumbie is a wild Australian horse.
Okay.
When we were trying to think of the name of a mascot, what to have, we wanted to have local roots of Maryland. Horses are very large, but also wanted to have something from a country that rugby is very large, which Australia is. It's one of the main sports played.
It seems like it fits appropriately, no question about it. Ryan, you're team captain, right?
Yep.
And you've got a big match coming up against Severn. Tell us a little bit. Is it Severn?
Severn River.
Severn River.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what to expect in the season opener.
They're a quality D2 team. We're looking to start the season off strong against them and get ready for the playoffs later in the season.
All right. Now, Tom, you're club president. Tell us about the next home game. I think it's April 13th against Lancaster.
Yes.
And it's Peter Brock Day.
Correct.
And not to be funny, but whenever I hear some day named after a person, I think it didn't end that well. Tell us a little bit about who Peter Brock is.
Peter Brock was a former club member, and he played in the 1980s, and he was somebody that was well known, played actually on the national team, played regionally, was a very good player, but was one of those people that was a good person off the field. He had not only did things in the community, was not just known for rugby. Peter sadly died of an aneurysm. And so we try to remember not only his deeds on and off the field, and with this day we honor him, but we also have, usually, it doesn't happen every year, we pick someone that's the Peter Brock Award winner, that's somebody that exemplifies what Peter was on the field, but also off the field. Ryan actually was the most recent winner of this award, and it's chosen, and it's very sought after on the club to be picked.
So am I right in assuming that it's not about sort of raising money, it's more remembering a comrade?
Correct.
Yep.
Is that what it's about?
That's right.
Tell us, guys, about 2016, rugby is back in the Olympics, right?
Yes.
Now, you guys have confused me before the show. There's 7-man rugby and 15-man rugby.
Correct.
The Brumbies play which, Ryan?
We play both 15s in the regular season, and then in the summer it's 7 season, so we'll put it together as 7-side and enter tournaments.
Okay. Now, Olympics play only 7-man?
Yes, that's what they'll be in the 7-man. The 15s rugby was in the previous Olympics back in the 1924 Olympics was the last time they played. The U.S. actually beat France in Paris, and there were some riots afterward, and so they took rugby out. The French weren't happy to lose to a bunch of college kids from California, but it's in Rio de Janeiro, the sevens form, which is becoming very large because it's a fast-paced game. It's tournament style, so you can play a lot of games and people will get a taste of rugby.
But 7-on-7 that means your teams are playing, the players are playing offense and defense. Is that correct, Ryan?
Yeah, that's correct with 15s also with union style play. So, during our regular season this season, we'll have 15 guys out on the field playing offense and defense throughout the game. Same with 7s.
It seems like those games, I mean, I'm watching lacrosse and soccer, one side does sort of need a little bit of a break now and then, don't they, Tom?
No, because you don't look at its sides. Think of it about like hockey and basketball.
Okay.
Where at any moment, especially like hockey, it turns, you're on offense, somebody loses the puck, you fumble the ball, you're on defense. So you have to be able to think quickly and maneuver yourself and be able to play in a pretty open style game.
But aren't you guys using more aerobically than hockey players, for example?
Probably.
Okay, because you're generating all the speed.
Yes, and we're playing for 80 minutes continually. There's no break with a 5-minute halftime, so it's 2 40-minute halves with those stoppages.
All right. My producer, Dave Lashley, I know is a big fan of rugby, And he asked me to ask you guys, are you going to have the Battle of Baltimore again this year?
We're looking to have it in the fall. It was mainly an event for college teams.
Yes.
And USA Rugby is changing. They're trying to make everything more competitive and build up rugby. So they changed some of the scheduling, so we couldn't do it this spring. We're looking to do it hopefully early next fall and invite not only local college teams, but have college teams from the region, like from Delaware and Philadelphia and Richmond, Virginia Tech, teams like that to come up and play. So it just became a scheduling issue this year.
All right, if you want to find out more about the Brumbies, go to baltimorerugby.net.
Correct.
That's the way to do it. We thank you guys.
Thank you.
Tom Pierce, club president,
Thanks
captain
a lot.
of the team, Ryan Burns. We thank you for joining us. And when we get back, we're going to be joined by my friend Ken Zalis. We'll talk about the aftermath of Joe Flacco's enormous contract. So keep that dial tuned right here. Inside PressBox is presented by Freedmont Mortgage. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Go to Freedmont.com now for all of your mortgage needs.